Welcome back to a new video. I hope you guys do a fantastic video. Brand new, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Today we're reacting to some butcher, man. So without further ado, let's get right into it, man.
Possible for a human to be invincible, like Mario when he gets a star, so that you're impenetrable from all the external factors out there. Well, I purchased some of the internet's most fascinating invincibility products, and I'll be testing them on myself, so don't try this at home. Anyways, though, we have a lot to do, so grab your popcorn and let's do this. We're gonna start off with the human airbag, because I came across this short and I can't believe it's real. So this is out of China, and this is what this person does, right? This is like for the elderly. He's got on his airbag vest. You'll see he's falling. And just like that, it protects him, and it just goes out and shields him. So another angle, falls to the side, protected. So this man is literally protected by a human airbag, which I don't believe to be real. I don't understand how they could create that, how it could even like sense the fact you're falling. But guess what? I bought it, I have it here right here, so we're gonna put it to the test right now. So it says S Airbag Human Protection Expert. This thing, by the way, was like $1,100. Way too expensive.
Oh my God. 1.1 USD. That's almost 2,000 Australian dollars.
I don't know what elderly person, I guess you could reach into your pension or your retirement to buy this. Here we go, the first unboxing of this, again, like very expensive airbag. Pretty inaccessible. Okay, so this is the inside of the box. Kind of looks like a Hermes box with that orange. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, it is the black one that is in that video. And I guess this is to charge it up. But this is it, you just put it on and then I guess it's go time. A manual, don't need that. All right, now I have to be very careful because I don't want this to deploy. Oh, it tells you how to wear. Let's take this step by step. Step 1, put on the intelligent vest. Okay, intelligent vest on. I feel like it looks a little bit drippy too, not gonna lie. The next step they said was zip and adjust it so it fits you. I bought a medium. I feel like it actually fits me quite well. So let's put this bad boy on, buckle him up. Okay, and then it says buckle it. So the moment I buckle this in, as you can see here, there looks to be some sort of sensor. So I think the moment I strap it in, the airbags are ready to go. Okay, I'm a little nervous. I don't know why it's beeping. I don't know what just happened. I hope that means it's good to go. All right, so they're telling me I have to charge this, so I'm gonna go ahead and charge it for a bit, and then when I come back, I'm gonna get falling. It's officially green, which means that it's ready to go. So that means the next time I fall, this thing is going to catch me. So I've set up a bed right here, and this bed is honestly not like the softest, so it's gonna be a little bit risky falling on it, but whatever, it's like a dog bed. It's got enough cushion, so if it doesn't work, I shouldn't get hurt, but I'm gonna try to fall literally backwards, and I'm gonna see if it deploys, because what's cool is that this thing has like a head airbag area, so it's gonna really potentially protect my head. I mean, we'll see. This is pretty high risk, so obviously don't do this at home, but let's go ahead and do this. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, dude. I actually never seen the rest of his living room, but it's pretty empty. It's got a mannequin there. Big gorilla.
Are you kidding me?
I think I gotta be on the floor, my guy.
If I was actually falling, that would not have protected me right there. All right, second attempt, take 2, 3, 2, 1. What am I doing wrong? Okay, I'm gonna plug my ears this time because I'm gonna fall pretty hard, so I feel like it's gonna work. Let me read the instructions. What? What? Let me read the instructions this time because I'm gonna fall pretty hard, so I feel like it's gonna work. Let me read the instructions. What? It works when I'm literally getting up. Dude, that is crazy. That is crazy. It smells like smoke just happened too. I think this thing like doesn't honestly work. I mean, we tried it. I fell like 4 or 5 times, and then I'm pretty sure, I forget now, I was getting up, right, when it happened? I was getting up, and then this thing deploys. The biggest jump scare of the century. $1,200 for this piece of garbage. This thing doesn't work. I fell twice. I'm done with this. Moving on. So the next product that will give us pure invincibility is going to be actually a Skechers product. It's called Skechers Work. So these are invincible shoes. If you put them on, nothing can happen to you. Like you could drop like a little hammer on your foot, doesn't matter. Drop an entire tungsten cube, doesn't matter. So it's like a steel toe, waterproof, fireproof, just like weight resistant shoe. Let's see what these look like. I'm kind of like intrigued because they were marketing these like crazy. And apparently they're stylish too. I'll be the judge of that. Okay, I don't know about stylish. Quite interesting. And it's made with like memory foam here. Now let's give this a knock here. Ow, okay, that is real. I will say that is very much real. This thing probably offers very good protection. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Looks like a little bit like a moon shoe, so not like the greatest look ever. So that's what it looks like. Looks like a little bit like a moon shoe, so not like the greatest look ever, you ask me, but hey, we're not here for fashion, we're here for utility, so let's test this. Okay, I can't emphasize this enough, do not try this at home, but right here is the world's heaviest mug. This thing is 25 pounds, okay? So it's like dropping a literal dumbbell onto my toe. I'm going to do this, do not try this at home. I am invincible because I have these on my feet. You are not, so do not do this. Now to complete the look, I'll just put both on, but a little bit nervous for this. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to run over my foot with a car. Level 1, and I have to drop it on this so I don't break the floor. I'm gonna do it from this height. We're good. No damage.
No, that's not even dropping, man. That's just placing.
Level 2. Still good. Okay. Level 3. I'm fine. Okay. Level 4 is gonna be all the way up here. I can't look. I have to. Here we go. Nothing. That's how much higher can I even go? There's not even a dent on this. It even got like a bit of the shoe marked on it, but I'm completely fine. So it's time to take it outside. I'm gonna drive my foot over with a car to see if I'm truly invincible. So instead of running over my foot, I forgot that I have this human hand replica, which I'm going to put into the shoe right here.
Why the human hand, my guy? Why don't you put the human foot?
Here, like so, and then I'm going to put it under a tire and run it over to see if the hand breaks, because it should be pretty equivalent to that of a human because the bones are basically the same. So I'm gonna run this over right now and hopefully the hand survives. So it's in there snugly. It looks the perfect distance to go up, so I mean you can't feel it, but the fingers are right there. Okay, so I'm going to put the toe right there and run it over.
Oh, that's the worst place because you know what they do is the steel cap finishes here. So if you drive all the way over here, you're driving over the steel cap and you can actually bend in and crush your toes.
Okay, so the hand has now been ran over. From the looks of it, it looked like it was fine, but let's go ahead and pull it out to see if we have broken fingers. Okay, so actually the middle finger seems to have
Yep, I told you it's
broken that top notch. I didn't expect that to break, but it did. So actually 2 if you count the pinky. So we have 2 broken fingers as a result of running over with a steel toe. I thought it was gonna be truly protective against a car. I guess that's asking for too much, but you would think it would protect, but very clearly not. I'm glad I didn't do that with my foot now, jeez. All right, so kinda does give you a little bit of invincibility unless you're going under a car, in which case expect to have a couple of broken appendages. All right, so for this next product, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I think of invincible, I think of having like a giant orb around you, like some sort of hamster wheel so that you're protected from everything. Well, guess what? I bought one. This right here is a giant inflatable hamster wheel that I will be standing inside of. Apparently it's like 7 foot tall and you could roll around in it and just interact with the outside world and you'll be completely protected from all sorts of elements. Water, fire, people shouting at you. I think it's like even soundproof. Yeah, so you don't even hear anything. These things are absolutely insane. So I'm gonna blow this up right now. I'm gonna test it to see if I could fit inside, because to me it doesn't make sense that a human could fit in these. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to walk around in this. So let's make ourselves invincible. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and blow this up now. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as the gorilla couch. Let's do this. I wonder how big it's gonna get. All right, so it's officially blown up. It's pretty tall, probably like 4.5, 5 feet tall. And I'm supposed to slide right under and then it's just gonna surround me. So it's gonna be like a giant hamster ball surrounding me. Then I'll be able to like bump into walls and stuff. So you see the inside, it has a single hole that runs all the way through. I don't know if I could fit in this. Here I am, and I should be able to just like, whoa. So anything I run to, I'm fine. Kind of like, I can't really move my legs to like...
Nah, bro, that's a scam. Your legs are not protected, your hands are not really protected either.
Run, so restrictive. What happens if I fall down now? Oh no, I'm stuck. All right, 3, 2, 1. This is so hard to get out of.
He needs to do more core training.
I felt more unsafe in this than safe. If you're claustrophobic, do not go in that thing. Whew. You can't get out. Also, if you're by yourself and you're in that and you fall, you can't get out. You can't get up or out. I mean, I was able to shimmy through, but if you don't know that you could escape, you're not getting up in that.
All right, so I put the mannequin now in the bumper ball, and to show you how impenetrable it truly is, I'm going to hit it as hard as I can with this bat, and I'm not even gonna get close to breaking it, so. Literally nothing. Oh yeah, that's great. I'm going as hard as I can right now. This is like a shotgun. I guess I could like off balance him. That's the most I could do. All right, I think that's actually so far probably the most invincible item that we've tested. This next product we're looking at quite literally will protect you from anything coming your way because it is out of this world quite literally. It is not a solid, liquid, gas, nor plasma, but instead the fifth type of matter, which is a non-Newtonian fluid. A non-Newtonian fluid is basically something super soft or even a liquid that becomes incredibly solid and hard upon impact, basically absorbing anything that comes its way. It's called D30. It's kind of similar to Oobleck if you've ever seen like little kids play with that. All right, so just to show you how this non-Newtonian fluid works, the D30. So I put it in a circle here because I think it's the best to showcase it. So if you just like softly push, you'll see it caves in, right? So if you had something inside of it, for instance, it would definitely feel the pressure coming down. But the moment you hit it hard, so you'll notice there's no budging at all. So that in a nutshell is how this D30 works. So what I'm going to do is literally put this egg inside of it and then slam it with a baseball bat to see if the egg survives. All right, so I taped it up, so
Yeah, I think it will survive, unless you hit it slow.
now it's just wrapped so that the egg could theoretically feel pressure. So if I push down on it, you'll see that if I kept going, I could ultimately crack the egg, which I don't want to do because I'm going to bash it now with this baseball bat as hard as I can. And in theory, it should be able to harden before it ends up hitting the egg. So let's see. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, I think it did harden, but it was just the shock that cracked the egg.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You know?
So unfortunately, it didn't work out for the egg, but I think it's going to work on a human. So before I test it on myself, I want to test it on this mannequin. We have a plastic mannequin right here. So as you can see, it's centered on his head. Now, if I go directly down, in theory, it shouldn't even touch his head. He shouldn't feel a thing. So I'm going to smash him overhead and let's see if he's invincible as a result of the D30. 3, 2, 1. It seems like he absorbed a good amount of the impact because otherwise the plastic would have bent, so I think he's actually fine. All right, so that's good. I'm gonna try one more time. Nothing, literally nothing. Okay, so he's completely fine. Now, before I hit myself, there's actually another human that I have. So this is a replica of an actual human skull. So the entire anatomy of the upper body, this is like the skull. He's got the spine here. He's got his like collarbone and his facial bones. So I'm going to put it onto him. And this is what it would be like if you were to hit a human while he was wearing the D30.
Wow.
It's gonna be 1 for 1. So let's put him on top. And we're gonna see if his head breaks. 3, 2, 1.
Swinging that shit, you better freaking go overhead like this and be like, oh.
Nothing. Wow, it really did absorb it. Because if you take this to an actual person's head, you're probably gonna crack their skull because this is a really hard aluminum bat. And he seemed to absorb a good amount of that. So I think it's good. All right, now I'm gonna hit myself though with this. Not my head, obviously, but I'm gonna try my stomach and or my back because I believe in this. I believe in science and the non-Newtonian fluid, so let's try it. All right, just as a little self-test. So if you hit yourself with a bat, it will obviously hurt. Like the hardest that I would go is probably like this. And even that kind of hurts. So with this on, this is the same amount of force. Wow, and I could really probably ramp it up. Again, I won't go too hard. I feel it a little bit, but it definitely absorbs most of it, which is good to see.
Oh my god, you couldn't even crack his skull, man.
Moving on. Now, if you ever watched John Wick or some sort of action movie where the main hero is using these really obscure prop items in order to block bullets and stuff from himself, well, right here I have the item. It is a tactical umbrella. So it's literally an umbrella that's bulletproof and made to essentially have you invincible from not only the rain, but bullets that are raining down as well. So this umbrella is what the Secret Service used to keep the president invincible, although we've had some close calls. Okay, first of all, it's pretty heavy for an umbrella. Here, I mean, you guys can't tell, but it's heavy. Trust me on that. And it feels like a nylon, right? This feels like ultimately some sort of like regular umbrella fabric. This
Nah, bro, what is it doing with his hands?
nylon, right? This feels like ultimately some sort of like regular umbrella fabric. This thing can be removed. Okay, I see. So this is a glass breaker. So you can break through glass with this. If we roll back the tape from the video that I just posted previously trying legal criminal activities, it's the same sort of mechanism, how you can break into glass because it's just like a small, sharp, direct point. And then I think it opens up. It has power too, so you can like charge this. So let me open this up. Isn't this bad luck? How do I open an umbrella? Oh, that was the cover. Wow, that was a low IQ moment. Oh, okay. It actually feels more tactical now. Oh, I see. Okay. So now we have the umbrella. Now I'm going to open it up. So this is gonna protect me from anything and everything. It said it can withstand up to 220 pounds of pressure as well, which means you can basically like stand on this thing at the middle of the rod and it wouldn't break. All right, so here's a video of what this looks like. So you have some guy trying to stab him, shoot at it, and the umbrella is completely impenetrable, making anybody who's wielding it invincible. Like, look at this. It's like a riot
It's like a rush. Yeah, like a mini freaking shield.
shield. It's protective, and then obviously it just has use as an umbrella. You see like the president hiding behind. So that thing's crazy. So we're gonna put it to the test to see if it could ultimately withstand a lot of different things. So let's say you have somebody walking up to you like so, suspicious character, hat, hoodie, right? He's got a bat, and then he's just about to swing at you. Open it up and look at that, nothing. So let's say it's raining, right? I'm just walking around. Oh no! It could also be used overhead. So let's say you're walking with it side by side, so you don't have it open, but then somebody comes with a bat, and it could withstand 220 pounds of force. All right, so in conclusion, not the biggest fan of this invincibility umbrella. I'm not sure how the Secret Service used this. Now, I didn't test out the glass breaker, but I'm assuming that works. I guess that's kind of cool. But when it comes to just like posing as a riot shield, you know, protect the president, 1, 2, 3, bam, it's like broke. Like, I feel like it couldn't withstand even something simple. So this was a little bit of a letdown. So overall, I'd say this is the worst product we've tried yet, but we're not done yet. So let's see what else we got. So the next invincibility product I'll be trying is not something you'd expect, but it is technically something that is going to shield me from quite literally any source of energy out there. And that is 130 SPF sunscreen. Now, if you don't know what SPF stands for, it's the sun
Nah, but sunscreen is actually doing more damage than get what I'm saying.
t-shirt that actually has 4 stars, which also makes no sense to me. I don't get how a t-shirt could do that. Not on my skin, so if I do happen to pierce through, we're completely fine. Through here. Now, obviously, if you like just stab, you're gonna feel a little bit. It's not claiming, I think, to be like completely stab proof, but it's certainly like
I think what they were meant to say is slice proof, not stab proof.
through here. Now, obviously, if you like just stab, you're gonna feel a little bit. It's not claiming, I think, to be like completely stab proof, but it's certainly like impenetrable. All right, very cool product. Kind of surprised it worked. Didn't expect like an Amazon thing to work like that, but it does. Moving on. Now, to truly be invincible, you don't just want to stop yourself from being penetrated from knives and other blunt objects, but you also want to protect yourselves from germs. And if you ever used hand sanitizers like Purell or anything like that, you'll notice on the bottle it says kills 99.9% of germs and bacteria, which in theory sounds good, but what happens to that last 0.1%? Why can't we kill it? Well, that's because they're legally not able to say they kill 100% of germs because they don't. They can't. It is just not a strong enough agent. Neither is bleach in many cases, by the way. However, look what I found in my studies. They have something called Metricide, which is just a glutaraldehyde solution, which kills 100% of germs. They claim it too, which is crazy. As you can see, the list of uses, I mean, it's mainly medical stuff because you want to be completely sterilized, but anesthesia equipment for high-level disinfection and sterilization of heat-sensitive medical equipment for which alternative methods of sterilization are not suitable, which means if there is no other way that you could possibly sterilize this, then you use this. Now, to have full invincibility against the ultimate invincibility solution, we're gonna have to wear a hazmat suit, which I ended up purchasing. So here you could see I have on this really like nuclear suit. Kind of weird. It's like, it doesn't feel like it's protective, but I guess it looks like it, and that's half the battle. And then I also have it equipped with this face cover, which is like the ultimate like N95 mask, like COVID mask, I guess. Let's see how this fares. Oh, here we go. Wow, this thing is kind of crazy. And then it has non-powdered air is what I'm gonna be breathing in, I guess. Okay, I had goggles, but they give me better goggles. Great. Okay, and then here's the actual mask. Kind of looks like a cup. Like during sports, you wear a cup. Hope that's not too crude. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. And then what do? This is air. Okay, so here's an air filter, which just snaps in, I guess. Okay. And then lastly, we have these latex gloves. Can't go wrong with latex. Okay, I'm about to bust her out now. Okay, feast your eyes on Metricide. So this is the most potent solution in the world that I have right here. So I am a professional in edutainment channel. That is why I have this. And I am going to be playing around with it a little bit and just pouring it to see if it kills a lot of germs. I mean, if you read this thing is really bad. Wow, okay. So it says, direct contact is corrosive to exposed tissue, causing eye damage and skin damage.
God, that sounds dangerous.
Do not get on your skin, clothing, or eyes. Well, I don't plan on it. I feel like I'm pretty well covered right now, so I think I'm good to open it. So I'm gonna give it a quick smell, because apparently this thing smells like bleach on steroids. All right, here goes the first whiff of this. Ooh! Now that is crazy. That is like, I mean, the best way to describe that is it smells like a pumpkin seed. We are not dealing with something light there. That is really bad. So what better way to test this out than to pour it on dirt? Because dirt is the dirtiest thing I could think of. So I'm just gonna put dirt down and then I'm gonna pour this into dirt and then I'm gonna see ultimately what happens. I don't know if that's a good experiment. I feel like if I was thinking of something dirty, I think of dirt. Could be wrong, I don't know. Okay, I am back with dirt. So I'm going to place this dirt down and see if it becomes clean by using the ultimate agent. Okay, the moment of truth. This is a little bit risky as well. I'm going to pour this directly onto it. Kind of nervous because this is apparently really toxic, but I have nothing to worry about because I have my hazmat suit on. Whew. Okay, still dirt. Let me do a little bit more. I don't want it to like tear through my entire desk. All right, we'll give it some time to marinate. So far, I mean, I don't know what it's doing. Kind of hard to tell if it's getting clean. But the only thing I do know is I am safe thanks to this hazmat suit. So I do feel invincible. So you know what? I'm just gonna pour it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Don't do stupid things, guys. Ooh, that was okay. Well, this is a hazard now. Moving on.
The next product I decided to buy is something that YouTube actually has a warning against, so you can't really do it, and that is these water walking balls. So if you want to be invincible to literal water, you can walk on water in this giant hamster ball, but it's very like controversial to post on YouTube, I think. Here's a CBS video just saying deadly danger. I do have one video I found of somebody actually on the water using it. It's like this contortionist, kind of impressive. I don't understand how the physics work. I'm also not positive I can show me in water, but I am gonna open it up and put myself inside of it. It's just like a really massive gorilla-sized ball, and maybe I'll like run into the gorilla or something because I'm starting to get annoyed with him. But here it is. These things are so heavy. Let's blow this up.
All right, so here we are. I actually rented a pool for the day, so I'm going to attempt to go across this pool using this mouse ball right here. In the videos, it said that it's pretty easy to do, so I just have to deflate it up and then ultimately get inside, and then I'm gonna crawl my way across the pool. I'm not super optimistic. I don't know how this is capable of being buoyant, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, like how do you do oxygen?
Wow, this is so big.
A few moments later.
All right, so as you can see, this thing is now basically fully blown up. It's about 6 feet high, and I'm gonna try to get inside of it, I think through this zipper right here. And then once I crawl inside, I should be able to just start moving. So I'm gonna start on land, and then I'm ultimately gonna move to the water. So I guess let's go into this.
Wow, that deflates so quickly. Hey, how am I supposed to get in it?
So it actually turns out that there's a hole in this thing. I think the seller sold it to me with a hole in it, which is crazy because that means it can't literally blow up. So as it turns out, there was more than one cut in this thing. So ultimately, unfortunately, we're not able to blow it up, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but I guess it truly isn't invincible if it can't survive just a couple of cuts. I tried for
Damn, bro, this guy lost because he booked the Airbnb and I can't even do the thing. So he lost twice. Guys, if you enjoyed my video, subscribe. Check out the other videos. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. So, boy, and I'm out, baby.